Alright, y'all. G'day, gone. Taking a look at Australia. Why Australians are just a different breed altogether. This is gonna be a fun one. Pretty good clips in here. Check it out. Okay, so starting out with the first one, Australians are a different breed. Couldn't imagine what a non-Australian would do. That's what this one is titled as. And this is a little bit cliche, but don't worry, these get better and better.
Driving home on the highway. This crawling across the windscreen.
Oh shit. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, right away. Yeah, that's the Australians are a different breed part. Me and no one else I know is grabbing this thing off that. Right? We're jumping through the window of the car, slamming the door open, whatever we can do to get out. And that's it.
Across the windscreen.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
that's not happening. Already impressed.
No. Where is it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's going up your
Oh my god. It's crawling up towards your head.
I'm not touching it. No, I'm not touching it. It's on your shoulder. It's on your... Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's what you gotta do.
Oh, yeah.
Just give it a little flick, and he is off to have a night somewhere else other than her face, thankfully. She's wearing khaki and cargo pants. She's clearly qualified. The spider's like, you can't kick me out in the middle of nowhere. I live in your mattress at home. Next up, we have an Australian. This is a rider named Robbie Madison, and he has his KTM 250 SX. You would normally think as a, dirt bike, right? Or a motocross bike. Well, this has been modified a bit, you could say. This thing rides on water. Because why the hell not? How the hell does this work? It looks like it's working flawlessly, and he's actually carrying a really good rate of speed. The rear, the rear wheel's still spinning like you would expect. So he's clearly, controlling throttle on the water. He can even steer it on the water. I'm thoroughly impressed by this. You can even jump onto the water and land. Absolutely insane. One of those WTF inventions, like why? But it's actually really cool. It looks like a lot of fun, actually. And how the hell has this not been done before? I've noticed over the years that Australians just have some very fascinating inventions that you're just like, why? But you're oddly impressed by it. Yeah. Alrighty, this next one's crazy. This is a record that still stands today, and this was all the way back in 1978. You guessed it, by an Australian. Take a look at this. This is awesome. So, October 8th, 1978, Australian Ken Warby set the record for the fastest speed on water at 317.59 miles per hour, a record that still stands, which is absolutely crazy to think about. So someone tried it a long time before a lot of people passed away trying to break this record. Isn't it some sort of madness to challenge your life? Doing this? I think I'm going to be one of the lucky ones. Guess he was. I guess he was so confident he got lucky. He actually got up to 328 miles per hour. Which, if you didn't know, on water is absolutely bonkers insanity. Complete insanity. And so the average was 317.6. So that's insane. Like, that's an average speed. 2 years after, an American tried it and passed away doing it as well. I mean, this is crazy. The way that boat looks is so cool. Like, I guess I pictured those as modern boats. I didn't realize that that Australians, were going 300 plus miles per hour in these insane looking jet boats, or whatever you would even call this. I didn't realize they were doing this in the 70s. This is super cool and mind-blowing on so many levels. How brave and courageous and confident was this guy, though, right? Like, you gotta admire it. And the fact that this still hasn't been broken, and this was set in the 70s, is just kind of takes it to the next level. right? I'm always fascinated when a record's set and then it just can't be suppressed. It can't be surpassed, 50, 60, 40 years later. It doesn't matter. Like, it's crazy to me. You'd think we would have the tech to do this, but we don't. It's funny, if you go to the comments, people ask if this has been even attempted, in the last 40 years. And not much. People that try it, people are just kind of scared, right? And rightfully so. Going fast on land is dangerous enough, but going fast on water is just insane, like I said. So it might be a record for just a long time or maybe forever, because who wants to try this and risk a horrible, success rate, right? Half the people that try this don't succeed in the worst way. Meanwhile, in 2006, an Australian man tried to sell New Zealand on eBay. The price rose to $3,000 before eBay shut it down. So much about this is what is happening, right? This is next level Australian to sell New Zealand on eBay. What? What are you doing? How did you think that was going to go? I love how the price is only $3,000 too. This is just a joke, but $3,000 to buy a beautiful country like New Zealand. I mean, hey, I'll pitch in, right? $3,000, you can get Old Zealand much cheaper. Early days of eBay were wild. That's what I've heard. I've kind of gathered that. I didn't experience that firsthand. I would have been too young, and so I wasn't browsing through eBay. But I tell you what, eBay from 20 years ago, that might be its own thing that you could do a whole video on it. It sounds like eBay was just, you really never knew what you were going to find on there. Now, I actually remember learning about this guy quite a while back, but I had to resurface this. This Australian, it really is a different breed. God, this guy has been through a lot. So, if you haven't heard of this guy, I'm sure many of you maybe have. This is Bill Morgan. Poor Bill here. He was an Australian truck driver. He was clinically dead for 14 minutes after a heart attack and spent 12 days in a coma. He made a full recovery, bought a scratch-off ticket to celebrate. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I can see a lot of people doing that. Well, come to find out, he actually won. He won a car. Holy smokes, that's crazy. During a TV reenactment of that win, he scratched another ticket live, and he won $250,000 live on air. While he was on a news segment or TV reenactment, because he won a car. So you win a car, you already beat the odds. You film it for the news. Hey, guys, I actually just won again. I won $250,000. God's way of saying, my bad, bro. Wrong Bill. First Australian-made rocket crashes after 14 seconds of flight. I didn't know Australia was making rockets. I am not a rocket expert whatsoever. Although I don't know if this is exactly what they expected. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's audio. So it takes off. Kind of barely gets off its feet and falls down pretty quickly. Oh no. I have to say the crash down was kind of lackluster, and I think that's a good thing. You don't really want it exploding and putting area and people in danger, but yeah, it was surprisingly calm as it landed. So Australia has invented some awesome things. They come up with some great things, but apparently they're not the world leaders in rockets. Just the more you know. A street view of the Australian wildfires from 6 years ago. This is a recent post, so I think 6 years ago sounds about accurate. We have seen many of these posts over the years, and it just constantly amazes me. It's frightening. It's haunting. It's crazy. It's very humbling when you see this, right? Like nature, it can be so fierce. And those Australian wildfires, especially the ones from 6 years ago, they're always crazy. I've not actually seen this angle, this picture. We've seen other ones, and they're equally just insane. They're crazy to take in because not a lot of people get a firsthand look at this kind of thing, of course, on a daily basis. Again, I just can't say enough how brave and incredible, emergency service responders and firewomen, right? Like, imagine seeing this in person, right? We're seeing this through a picture on a screen, and it gives me chills. Imagine seeing this in front of you in person. The whole sky, the whole environment in front of you is this color. That's not a filter, right? This is real life. That's insane. This one is actually really, really crazy when you think about it. Okay, you can argue, Olympians are already another breed, right? They're some of the best at their craft in the world. But this Australian rower, Bobby Pierce, is truly on another planet when it comes to skill. In 1928, in the Amsterdam Olympics, Australian rower Bobby Pierce stopped mid-race to let a family of ducks pass. You can't make this stuff up. Giving his opponent a major lead. In the final 1,000 meters, he pulled ahead by 30 seconds, not only winning the gold, but setting a games record. Pierce won a second Olympic gold in 1932. So he came back 4 years later to wherever it was and won again. So he's already amazing. They got gold multiple times. But in the fashion, he got gold, right? He set a record. Think about this. He stopped to let a family of ducks pass. And that probably took a little bit, right? Like we've all had to wait when you're driving to let geese and ducks or whatever pass, right? It's the right thing to do. It also takes a while. The fact that he stopped and let, wildlife by and then was able to catch the opponent, surpass them, overtake them, and then be in the lead by 30 seconds. I don't know if people realize how crazy this actually is. This is beyond impressive. This guy was just meant to do this and meant to win. He set a record while he literally stopped in the middle of the run. Also, what a flex on his opponent. Like, yeah, I just beat you by a considerable amount. And you remember earlier when I literally stopped and you passed me? Like, dude, this guy could not have pissed on his opponent harder. Now, remember, even Australian opal's a different breed. Let's check it out.
This is probably the largest.
Thing already looks incredible, and then you break it open. Yeah, that looks like something out of a video game. That does not look real. And I say that as a compliment. Absolutely breathtaking. We're going to watch this one in this view. You can't make this stuff up. An Aussie dad teaching his daughter how to get a snake out of the house. Again, only in Australia would you see this. This is not a headline you're ever going to hear about anywhere else.
Where?
Let's watch this.
Oh.
Okay,
Did you
that's
leave the door open?
a snake. That's also way bigger than I would have imagined. Holy crap.
I think you did.
Oh, crap.
Again.
That's the price you pay for leaving the door open, huh?
Dusty, go around and touch him on the bum. See if you can get him to move for Dad. Okay, go around that way. Go around that.
This guy's got to be kidding me. I love how he's telling his daughter, go touch the snake on his bum. This is insane.
Go in there. Go in there. Go on. What?
She knows. She's like, nuh-uh. No, Daddy, I'm not going to go in there. I'm not falling for that.
You reckon he might bite you? Okay. Now go around the back of him. Go around the back of him.
Okay, we got our certified mop here. Also known as,
Yep.
the proper tool for the job versus the snake.
You can do it. You can do it. You go and poke him around the back.
This is actually a cool house, by the
You
way.
can do it. Okay, you come with me. Whoa.
I love how its head is peeking out. Yikes.
Where's he going, dude?
Oof. Oh, that's freaky. That is freaky.
Quick, where are you? You gotta help. Oh, he's not very happy.
Oof. Yeah, he's a little frantic. Look at the way that thing moves, man. Oh my God, he actually is making her do this. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm. What can I say here, right? They are a different level. They're a different breed in Australia. I mean, I respect it. she's braver than anyone over here. And, you know, obviously he is too, and he's teaching her. He really is.
Twiggy's nearly outside. Go. Go.
Look at her.
Go, go.
Wow.
Gently, gently, gently.
She is beyond brave. Holy smokes. So casual about the craziest stuff, I swear. Australians are gifted in that department, aren't they? Oh, it actually worked. He's going on out. Is he going in that bucket or under?
Oh, hello, Mom.
Oh, hi. I love how Mom just casually walks in, like, literally, like there's not a huge-ass snake in a way.
Snake in there.
Just another Tuesday in Australia, you know?
There he goes. Where's he going?
Oh, you guys are just playing with a snake.
There he
Okay.
goes.
Yeah, that would not be the reaction from my wife. This episode of Bluey is called Snake Mop. I agree. That is a nice house. People wanted a tour. I kind of wanted a tour too. I was just kind of intrigued by the way it looked. It was well furnished. It was interesting looking. I kind of wanted to see it from the outside. So obviously, like, not really. Like, they probably want to keep their house private. I don't blame them. But yeah, I was intrigued by the house. It was a nice place. All right, next one. Anyone know about the Australian black-breasted buzzard? Well, this thing is pretty smart, I suppose. Very interesting the way it operates. Just take a look. It breaks an emu egg with a rock. Look at this. That, just in case you missed it. Look at this thing. Whip this thing down right onto the egg. Holy smokes, that was accurate. And that is not something I'd expect an animal to do. It's not learned behavior. It's hardwired into their biology. I find this beyond fascinating again. And it gets in there. Whew, nature is crazy, right? So interesting. Also, I find that emu egg kind of like pretty, right? It's like a dark green. Even the egg's interesting. But of course, no match for this black-breasted buzzard. And our last post of the episode, this Australian man truly, well, again, is a different breed for very interesting reason. This guy typed every number from 1 to 1,000,000 in words. Not even the numbers, in words spelled out on his typewriter, not on a brand new computer, on a typewriter. It took him 16 years to complete. Now, I hope to God he got some sort of recognition for this, payment, what trophy. Like, what are we thinking here? Why would you do this? I respect it. I'm amazed by it, but that is such a task. And for what, right? I'm not sure, but you know what? Good on him. That is incredible, and I could truly say that is something that, most people, myself included, could not match. I could not do this. That was a lot of fun. I really hope you enjoyed that little collection of why Aussies are truly a different breed. I'm pretty convinced after all those. You have to let me know your thoughts down below, and I really do appreciate you watching. It's been a while since we did some Australia videos, so I do apologize for that. Feels great to get back into them. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.